Amazing about it is obviously, we talked about it a little bit earlier, but when people are on Reddit and people are on different platforms that are talking about this particular case, a lot of people have had theories, and almost all of them are coming true. Yeah. And it's not because the police are dumb or anything like that. That's not what's happening.
Yeah.
But they were asked very specifically at the press conference, did Michelle McNamara help?
Oh, I didn't know that this was a point of conversation. I'm interested to know where this goes. It
definitely was. Because
obviously I feel like it was.
Right, and she had written that article originally, and then obviously had gotten kind of obsessed with it, which is amazing, and that's why she had started writing the book.
Can we take a minute to just think about somebody who cares about a case so much that they're willing to travel to all the places where the attacks had happened and track down cufflinks from a pawn shop that belonged to somebody involved in one of the attacks and do all of her homework.
She legitimately was crazy amazing, obviously.
Did you know that she got super interested in true crime because of a case that happened here in Chicago?
No.
Yeah, when she was growing up, I guess that there was a body that was of a young girl that was dumped in an alley nearby where she lived, and she had traveled there. And Gillian Flynn, who wrote Gone Girl and Dark Places and Sharp Objects, who I really love, she wrote the foreword for the book. And Gillian Flynn, who also lives in Chicago, talked about how she herself, because of her fascination with how into this case Michelle McNamara was, went to that spot where that girl had been dumped in Chicago, that alley, and had just gone there to be there and see it and put herself into the space. And all of a sudden it clicked for her and she really got it.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, their daughter, she gets to walk around and be like, my mom is a badass.
Because she
was. Yeah, she totally was.
Fucking badass.
The thing is, they in the press conference had talked about her book coming out, and the officers are like, that didn't help, but here's what it is. It kept it in the public eye, which I can see both points on that, because obviously with her not being someone who's an investigator that's associated with the police, I get how that wouldn't be something that could be a claim, but I mean, feel like everyone kind of knows that it was her.
Yeah.
The more that everything comes out, we'll try to keep on tabs with it. For right now, at least it's a win.
There are so many instances where justice is never a factor in the equation. And this is one of those instances where it is, and a lot of people didn't think it ever would be.
I know. And it's so cool. Thank you, DNA. For real, though.
Thank you, DNA. Thank you, Michelle McNamara. And thank you, Criminology Podcast.
Case File's also done really cool stuff on it. Oh, of course,
I love Case File.
Of course, Case File. As this comes up, if we can add more information to the people that follow us that may not follow other podcasts, that'd be cool. Obviously, I will be too excited about this, and I will continue to scream at Ty. But for right now, as it develops, I cannot wait to continue to talk slowly and nicely into a microphone, but scream into a phone receiver.
I cannot wait to be deafened by your shrill screams.
They are really shrill.
Enjoy the episode, because we've got some real fun stories for you to hear after this. Welcome to Shots in the Dark.
Yeah, hi.
I'm Ty. That's Whitney. Those are our names. We together make one full human. Should we take our shot and start this off right?
I mean, I guess. Just because we're drinking doesn't mean that you guys have to.
If you're listening, then we are inviting you to take a shot with us.
Yeah, and it could be anything in your hand but water, because water is bad luck.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's a really pleasant shot. Are we going to true crime it?
I'm going to tell you the story of Tillie Klimek. Tillie Klimek was born in 1876 as Tillie Klimek. I get it that I keep putting a French inflection on it, but she's Polish.
Oh, okay. All right.
She was an American serial killer active in Chicago in the early 1910s.
Coming back to Chicago. We're going home.
Yes. It's noted quite a bit that she was a Black Widow, but it started much later than most Black Widows.
I love a Black Widow. I love it.
She had come to the United States as an infant, about a year old. She eventually, about 19, had married John McKewick's, sometimes as Joseph, with a P, not an H. and sometimes it's Jonathan. So he had died in 1914 from what was listed as heart trouble.
It's kind of vague.
Yes. So obviously they were married for over 20 years.
Now that he's dead, around 40.
She's somewhere in there.
Yeah.
She was around 38 at the time. Tillie had acquired $1,000 in life insurance from his death.
My thought says that would be like 24 grand.
About 24,899.
Was I right?
You were.
I was fucking right.
She had met and married Joseph Ruskowski within the same year.
Within the same year that Duder kicked the bucket?
Yes, indeed.
She moves fast.
So unfortunately, Ruskowski had also died along with her boyfriend at the time, Joseph Guskowski.
Of heart failure? Heart troubles?
There's no indication of what they have died of. It was said later that he had, quote, jilted her. Here's the fun thing, I think, about her ex-boyfriend. He was always referred to as a, quote, sweetheart.
By ladies or by everyone?
No, by the press. Ruskowski's insurance had totaled about $2,000.
So $48,000? Because we have a formula now, apparently.
She's making quite a bit.
I don't feel like that's actually that much, though, for a life insurance setup.
Yeah, but in this time period, it wasn't a necessity. After, obviously, this terrible year where two of her husbands and one accidental boyfriend had died rather mysteriously.
Rather mysterious. It was quite a scandal, really.
Frank Kupchik, I get that I might not be pronouncing it correctly, but I'm trying.
An attempt was made.
She actually, as he had gotten sick, would walk around and tell him he would, quote, not live long. She would often tell him...
Wait, she would tell him he wouldn't live...
Correct.
Oh. Well, fuck you. That's rude.
In addition to saying it to him, she also greeted him often with, it won't be long now, and you'll be dying soon.
She was poisoning them, wasn't she?
She would even joke with the neighbors that had any sort of interaction with them and say that he had, quote, 2 inches to live.
Like he was that close within the end of his life. Yeah.
He was so close to 6 feet under. She'd even asked the landlady to stow a coffin that she had found for $30 in the basement. She was excited that she had found it on discount.
Oh, it was on Craigslist. It was very cheap.
Yes. After Frank had died, she had married Joseph Klimek.
I keep thinking you're going to say climax. This is an action-packed Black Widow film waiting to happen. Joseph Climax.
Doctors had suspected arsenic poisoning and had tested, obviously, as he's in the hospital, because he's just sick.
I mean, that would be my thought.
Right. And when they had gone through his general testing, they had found that there was definitely evidence of arsenic.
I wonder how that happened.
Oh, you know how it happened? It was vegetable soup.
If Lydia Sherman and this chick would have gotten together, they could have had a book club.
Yeah, she even went to the extent of knitting a morning hat.
Oh my God, stop it. I love it.
After they had started assuming it was arsenic poisoning, the officers had arrested her because the people in her neighborhood were saying, look, she's psychic.
Psychic?
She knows when these people are going to die.
I wonder how she knows.
Albeit she never claimed that she was psychic. She never had said that she was psychic or had predicted their deaths. She just knew.
Well, Tuesday is a poisoned oatmeal gruel, so...
Actually.
Was it?
No, this current one.
I was going to say that was Lydia's thing.
It is.
Oh.
I know, they could have gotten on well.
Right?
So, she never claimed that she was a psychic. She never had actually said that she had dreams that would provoke these kind of thoughts in her. But a lot of her neighbors had said so. And then after her court hearings, a lot of the press had grabbed onto the fact that she may or may not be the psychic killer and that she was just predicting the things and she had seen things in her dreams.
I love how that's where they went. None of them were like, nope, she's a murderer.
She had actually told the arresting officer after the doctors had found arsenic in her most recent husband's blood in his tests. She had told the arresting officer in her most recent husband's debilitation, and after the doctors had obviously found definite signs of arsenic, that the next one I want to cook a dinner for is you.
Oh.
Right. Unabashedly.
And also, too, because this is old-timey, did he pick up on that, or was he just like, oh, she's a nice lady?
We'll get to that in a second. There are some things. After they had found arsenic in her most recent husband, who is still in the hospital, a lot of the bodies of her ex-husbands were exhumed. And most of them had some sort of trace of arsenic poisoning. One of her husbands had 4 times the amount that could kill a man. And when they had tested the soil was completely clean.
Oh my, shut the front door. What?
When she was arrested, her cousin Nellie was also arrested.
The story is really fucking me up.
When she was arrested, her cousin Nellie was also arrested. He's still laughing. So, okay, like when I was a child, I had this thing that was like a little worm and a hippopotamus, and it was like the hippopotamus's name was Tillie. Lowly loves Tillie because he's a worm. I'll bring it to you. I promise you this. Lowly the worm loved Tillie, and Tillie didn't love him back.
Oh, no. Because Tillie's a murderer.
Obviously. Apparently, Tillie had told Nellie that she was ticked off at her husband, and she was tired of Frank. Nellie had apparently suggested divorce, and Tillie had told her that wasn't a thing.
Yeah, that's only for the French.
Tillie had said, quote, I will get rid of him some other way. Nellie had apparently agreed with Tillie, and she had given her a, quote, goodly portion of rough-on rats.
What does that mean?
It's a poison.
Oh, okay.
Her husband, her last husband, Joseph, had recovered in the hospital. He had needed help to get him along and to stand up, but he also said that he would help put her away. The papers had said that she was a high priestess of a Bluebeard clique.
Is that like the pirate?
Kind of, but there's a story that he kills almost all of his wives. The whole shebang of it is that he's killing his wives.
Yeah.
There are a lot of actual neighbors that were also arrested because they thought that they were part of set clique.
Okay.
Jonathan was actually hospitalized for over 3 months during the duration of the trials of both Nellie and Tillie. Before Tillie's arrest, a lot of the different people in her neighborhood that had known her and known the manner of which she had lost most of her husbands had avoided her on the street. Her last husband, the one that actually had recovered, the one that she has her last name from,
Yeah.
he said, and I'm so sorry about what's going to happen right now, is with IZ, good woman, I'm a healthy man, that intends to stay healthy.
Oh.
That is how it is actually said in this.
Okay. All right.
As soon as the will was signed, he had grown feeble overnight. It started to come out that she was responsible for quite a few different illnesses and or deaths. Obviously, her husband's...
Really? Where did they get that idea?
It wasn't even just her husband's. It wasn't even just other people. It was also her family members as well.
Fuck off. What?
Rose Shizinski, in 1919, had gotten sick and had died after going to Tillie's for food.
Wait, and this is a relative? Somehow Nellie was fine? Am I jumping the gun?
Well, in a lot of the articles, it says that she was very much a part of this scheme, but it doesn't say why or how.
Okay, all right. Nellie was apparently like the favorite.
I mean, I guess.
She didn't get the poison cucumber sandwiches.
Helen Zakrzewski, also 1915, had died. She had tended to a lot of her cousins as they were sick. So it may be a lineage